to the water.
This is
Take me to
a story.
the water.
The
Take
words
me to
are not
the water.
directed
To
at
be
anyone.
baptized.
The words are simply
Take me to
a narrative
the water.
of a
Take me
story
to the water.
about
Hello, my name is Randy Morrison. I am the founder and owner of Petition Management. Petition Management is a petition circulation, petition processing, and management company which gathers signatures of petitions for ballot initiatives and constitutional amendments and dealing with political issues on local, county, state, and national levels. I want to thank for this moment all of my Facebook friends and followers, all of my Instagram friends and followers, all of my Twitter friends and followers, and all my fan base friends and followers, and every other social media where I have friends and where I have followers, and especially for LinkedIn, where I have people in my circle and in my connection. I'm coming to you today because I need your help. Petition Management needs your help. There is an issue. There is a crisis that is facing this country. This country has many crises, but this one particular crisis has to do with women of reproductive rights. In this country, for the past 60 years or more, a woman has had the right to determine what, when, and how she would deal with issues concerning her body. As we know, that has changed recently with the U.S. Supreme Court obviously abolishing a woman's, right to choose. Let me make something very clear. I am neither for or against abortion. Personally, I have a different opinion when it comes to abortion, but I do not have the right to dictate and tell a woman what she can and what she cannot do, with her body. That is not my right. That is not a right that the Creator has given me. But you have certain groups and organizations, mostly religious organizations and politicians, who are religiously funded, who feel quite differently, who feel that for them and only them, that God has spoken to them and has given them a mission to go out and to save the lives of the unborn and to make life as miserable as possible for those women and those groups and organizations who support a woman's right to choose. I find it very hard and difficult to believe that the Creator will speak through organizations such as religion, knowing the history of religion. The religion has murdered and killed more children than any other group or organizations on this planet. We're talking about hundreds of millions, if not billions, since the founding of Christianity, and also Islam and other groups and organizations that affiliate themselves with religion. This is about control. This is about controlling what a woman can and cannot do. I may have a different opinion, but I will fight and I will advocate for a woman's right to choose, because I know that the Creator has not spoken to any man on this planet and given them a mission to go out and to blow up clinics, to fight and kill those who represent a woman's right to choose, or to pass laws that will restrict a woman's right to choose. In this country, we must understand where all of this is coming from. Why did the Supreme Court make the decision that it made? And why are certain groups and organizations, religious-based, are so adamant about exerting their power and authority over the masses of this country? I want you to watch this video, and then I will come back to you. But Petition Management needs your help. petition management needs to be able to have the ability to go out and help fight this fight. This is a fight that's going to be fought for the 2003 and 2004 elections that are coming up. There are constitutional amendments that states are now trying to stack. States are now trying to create or make it more difficult to change the Constitution and to insert the right to abortion within that Constitution. Ballot initiatives are going to be coming from multiple states to get on the ballot to bring the issue before you, the people, so that you can make that determination of what you think is right about a woman's right to choose. It is better that the people make that determination than religious groups and organizations and politicians, who are controlled by these religious groups and organizations. So listen to the video and then take this video message, and I want you to pass this message on to all your followers and your social media groups and organizations. Pass out this message. I need your help. I need donations to help make petition management a viable force to be able to go out and help groups and organizations to get issues on the ballot, to bring before you the people that impact you the people, whether it is a local city issue, a county issue, a state issue, or a national issue. In this industry, I want to be able to use this industry to get issues and bring before the people on the ballot that people need to know and people need to act on. Help me with your donations to get petition management to help move forward and to help fight these fights that are coming, that are now here. And to win this battle, we got to be very strategic about how this battle is fought, and every resource that can be used to protect not only the rights of women in this country, but the rights of every other group and organization that are targeted by religious extremists and extreme right-wing politicians and individuals. Get back to me, check out the video, and please leave your donations. And there will be a link to our GoFundMe fund and several other funding sites, and we hope that you will leave a donation so we can get the materials and the services that we need to be able to go out and fight these issues on a national level. My name is Randy Morrison. I'm with Petition Management, and I do thank you for taking the time to listen to this message and to watch this video, and I do hope that you will donate to this cause. Thank you very much, and I wish you a blessed day.
Christian nationalists are a threat to American democracy. My friend Rachel Lazar likes to say that the end point of white Christian nationalism is nothing less than the toppling of democracy, and she's absolutely right. Christian nationalism is an existential threat to a government of the people, for the people, and by the people. And we saw that on January 6th. And it is that way by design. In fact, Christian nationalism works to privilege this very select, small, chosen group of people. And in their Christian nation, the law will protect these conservative white Christians, but not bind them. And it will bind everybody else who's not in that group, but not protect them.
At the Supreme Court today, an historic upheaval. In a sweeping ruling that overturned a half a century of precedents, 5 justices ended the right of American women to choose abortion under the Constitution.
Christian nationalists and the larger conservative legal movement orchestrated a hostile takeover of the Supreme Court. They spent hundreds of millions of dollars. I mean, literally, we know this. We know that Leonard Leo of the Federalist Society spent $540 million packing the Supreme Court from 2014 to 2020. That's blocking Merrick Garland from ever getting a hearing, through putting Neil Gorsuch on the court, through putting Brett Kavanaugh on the court, and then through shotgunning Amy Coney Barrett onto the court at the very end, in an election in which 50 million people had already voted, right? So our Supreme Court has been taken over by the conservative legal movement, and they installed crusaders, Christian nationalists on this court. And these justices, these 6 deeply, deeply conservative justices, want to decide cases that rip apart the wall of separation between church and state, that tear down and redefine religious freedom and weaponize religious freedom, giving conservative Christians in this country a tool, literally a weapon, to impose their religion on everybody else. We've already seen what they did with reproductive rights and justice, and they're going to keep coming for every one of these rights that we hold most dear, right? The end of Roe versus Wade is just the beginning. They're coming for contraception, they're coming for marriage equality, they're coming for every one of the rights that we hold most dear. And they're going to do everything they can to legally privilege conservative white Christian men until we stop them. And it really is up to us to stop them. And so the question, what do we do, comes down to, how do we check the out-of-control Supreme Court? And the Supreme Court needs to be checked, because right now they are drunk on their power. And they are running around unchecked, ripping apart our rights, tearing down the wall of separation, and they have to be stopped. And I think the best way to do that, the clearest way to do that, is to expand the size of the Supreme Court. And do it because it has been taken over, because it has been packed with conservative Christian nationalists. I mean, honestly, after white Christian nationalism, the biggest threat to American democracy is the US Supreme Court, right? We have to temper our expectations. The other side fought for 20, 30, 40 years to get Roe versus Wade overturned. They played a very long game, and they are reaping the rewards of that long game now. We have to do the same thing. And that means setting your expectations at a reasonable level. We're not going to win anything back overnight. We have a very long haul ahead of us, but in the end, we are going to win.
Now that you have watched the video, I hope that you now have a better understanding of what are the issues that are surrounding a woman's right to choose reproductive rights, and the forces that are involved not only in the issue of the reproductive rights, but of multiple issues that have impacted and will continue to impact each and every one of us in a way who are not a part of this religious group or organization or this white Christian nationalism. One of the worst things that can happen in a country is the ignoring of history by its people, especially those people who have a history of being impacted in a negative way, in a terrible way, by the very people that now and have always had control of power in this country. The best way to create a dystopian reality in this country and on this planet is to lay down and do nothing, is to take no action, to be afraid, or to be fearful to act, to think that you will not be impacted by any of the future crises that are coming for the people of this country. It is time to wake up and to face reality and understand that those who exert force, those who use violence to achieve their objective, and they do it in the name of religion, and you have a judicial system and any other system that support that type of ideology is a danger to every American, especially those who are not white. You have to fight one way or the other. You have to be able to organize yourselves and be able to stand up to these particular forces, a minority, who wish to control the majority of individuals in this country through force, violence, and through extreme legislation and judicial practices. If you do not fight, if you do not resist, then your children and your children's children will wake up or be born into a reality that is dystopian and a reality that would not be beneficial to them. We as Black people of all on this planet should understand what our ancestors went through for centuries, hundreds of years, 500 years or more. That's just in this country. I'm talking about the countries of South America, Europe, and even the continent itself. So if anyone should be understand what struggle is and willing to fight for their rights of existence and to live, it should be Black people and other people in this country have to be able to willing to fight. You cannot allow a certain group organization to strike fear in your heart through the threat of violence. I'm from a different type of school. Threatening with violence is something that do not strike fear in my heart, but my ability to defend myself against violence, and to actually give you a taste of your own medicine is what I believe in. That's my philosophy. It is a mentality that people in this country are going to have to take in order to defend the very democracy in which you live in, or which you think you live in, or the democracy in which you wish to perpetuate. If you're not willing to stand and face a violent minority with the same force that they are exhibiting, then you might as well just lay down and die and let democracy die along with you. And we hope that that is not the case. I hope that is not the case. So I'm one of the individuals that's going to fight. I'm going to fight for the rights of my people, and I'm going to fight the rights of individuals who have been illegally targeted by this particular group and organization, and especially women, and the women's right to pick and choose what happens to their body, whether I accept that belief or not. But it is the rights of people that I'm willing to fight for. And to do that, petition management definitely needs your donation and needs your help. So please, go to my GoFundMe page, help petition management to get the resources that we need to go out and initiate contact with other groups and organizations, and to help them, to get amendments, constitutional amendments to change the constitution of states to insert a woman's right to vote and choose, and also ballot initiatives in those states that permit the issues of ballots to be brought before the people of that particular state. This is a fight that has been going on for a long time, and the majority of Americans have been asleep. But now that you are woke, it is time to plan that strategy. It is time to get the resources together, to organize all the forces, and go out and let's meet this threat where it stands, whether it be in the streets or in the very U.S. Supreme Court itself. Thank you. My name is Randy Morrison. And once again, I'm with Petition Management, and I need your donation, I need your help. And if you can go to the GoFundMe page and visit my website for Petition Management, I really would appreciate it. Thank you for your time, and I hope to see you out there on the front lines, because that is where I'll be. Thank you, and I appreciate your help. Take care.